Have you ever picked up an ordinary-looking quarter and thought it was just worth 25 cents? Well, what if I told you that a simple 1984 Washington quarter, the kind you might find lying in your change jar right now, could actually be worth thousands, and in some cases, even millions of dollars at auction? Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're diving deep into the 1984 Washington quarter-dollar coin, a piece of pocket change that could turn into life-changing money if you've got the right one. So, before you ever spend another quarter, watch this till the end. You might be holding on to a small fortune without even realizing it. Now, the Washington quarter has been a staple in American pockets since 1932, honoring the first president of the United States, George Washington. But not all quarters are created equal. Some are common, some are scarce, and a few are so rare and valuable that collectors will pay enormous sums of money to own them. And the 1984 issue is one of those surprising years where the ordinary turned extraordinary. So, why exactly is the 1984 quarter so special? Let's start with the basics. Most 1984 quarters were struck in Philadelphia or Denver. These coins are pretty common. Hundreds of millions were minted. But here's the catch. Not every coin was struck perfectly. In fact, some of these quarters came out with fascinating errors and unique varieties that instantly caught the attention of coin collectors and investors. These mistakes, known in the numismatic world as mint errors, can turn a simple 25-cent coin into a treasure worth thousands of dollars. One of the most famous errors on the 1984 quarter is the double die obverse. Imagine looking closely at Washington's face, the motto "In God We Trust," or the word "Liberty," and noticing everything appears doubled. That's not a trick of the eye. That's a minting error. These double die varieties are extremely desirable because they're rare, and collectors are constantly on the hunt for them. Depending on the condition, such an error can sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars. But that's not all. Some 1984 quarters were struck off-center. That means part of the design is missing, and you'll see a blank crescent on the coin. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the higher the value. While a slight misalignment might fetch a few $100s, major off-center errors can go into the thousands. Imagine finding one of those in your pocket change. That's like winning a mini-lottery. Another incredible variety is the clipped planchet error. This happens when the blank piece of metal, called a planchet, is improperly cut, leaving a chunk missing from the coin. These errors are both eye-catching and rare, making them valuable to serious collectors. And then, there are the so-called transition errors, where coins may have been struck on the wrong metal planchets, like being struck on a planchet meant for a dime or even a foreign coin. These are extremely rare, but when they show up, they can command auction prices in the tens of thousands of dollars. Now, you might be wondering, can a 1984 quarter really sell for millions? Believe it or not, yes. Some of the rarest and most unusual examples have reached astronomical prices at high-profile auctions. Just think about it. A simple mistake made at the U.S. Mint decades ago could make you a millionaire today. Collectors and investors pay top dollar for these rare finds, especially if the coin is graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, and given a high grade such as Mint State 65 or higher. In pristine condition with the right error, the coin's value skyrockets. Let's put this in perspective. Imagine you're at a yard sale, you buy a jar of coins for a few dollars, and inside you find a perfect 1984 double die quarter. Suddenly, that little jar could be worth thousands or even more. Stories like this have actually happened. Coin enthusiasts all over the world dream of that moment, and some have actually cashed in big. So, what should you look for in your 1984 quarters? First, check the mint mark. Coins from Philadelphia have no mint mark, while Denver coins have a little D under the date. Then, grab a magnifying glass and carefully inspect Washington's face, the motto, and the lettering for doubling. Look at the coin's edges, check for off-center strikes, and keep an eye out for any unusual shapes or cuts that could be mint errors. If your coin looks strange in any way, don't ignore it. That weird coin could be the one worth thousands of dollars. And here's the kicker. Even a regular 1984 quarter in mint state condition, with no errors, can be valuable. While most circulated ones are only worth face value, uncirculated coins with a sharp strike and perfect luster can sell for much more. Some pristine examples have gone for hundreds of dollars at auctions. Now, let's talk about the big money. In recent years, rare error coins, including the 1984 quarter, have shocked the numismatic world with jaw-dropping sales. We're talking figures that reach into the 6 and even 7 digits. That's right, millions of dollars for what looks like a common coin. Why such high prices? Because rarity, condition, and demand drive the market. The fewer examples there are, and the better the condition, the more collectors are willing to pay. And in the coin world, there are plenty of collectors with deep pockets. So, the next time you get change at the grocery store, don't just toss those quarters in a jar. Take a closer look, because your 1984 Washington quarter could be your ticket to a fortune. A small coin with a face value of just 25 cents might actually hold life-changing potential. Think about that. Pocket change worth thousands, tens of thousands, or even millions. That's why coin collecting is one of the most fascinating and exciting hobbies out there. Every coin tells a story, and some tell a story so rare and valuable that it can change your life. So, check your pockets, your piggy banks, and that old change jar sitting in the corner. You never know, you might already have a 1984 Washington quarter worth more than a luxury car, a house, or even a lifetime of financial freedom. Remember, the key is rarity, condition, and error. If you think you have something special, get it checked out by a professional grading service. Who knows? You could be holding the next $1,000,000 coin. And that's the incredible world of the 1984 Washington quarter dollar, an unassuming little coin with massive potential. Don't underestimate what's in your pocket. You might just be sitting on a fortune.